So I grew up in Nairobi, and in Nairobi we had an uncle, and he was an architect. He worked for the UN, and I thought he had a tremendous life. When I grew older, it seemed to me as a very plausible career path that aligned my interest in design as well as other things. And so yeah, that's how I found myself, studying architecture. When it comes to design, a lot of people have a sense that it's associated with the imagery of the product. It's not about what the thing looks like at all. It's all about how the thing performs. Design for us is whether it can be built well and whether it can perform to a better standard than other buildings. About 10 years ago, we designed this warehouse on the outskirts of Delhi. We had a very unique set of requirements as opposed to normal warehouses. We had to store high-end electrical equipment. We had a requirement from the client that he didn't want to use air conditioning, but he needed the temperature to not exceed 35 degrees. So we designed a warehouse that is enveloped by a brick screen. It has a 1200 mm gap from the glazing to the screen. And there we have air cooling equipment. That air cooling equipment kicks in automatically when the temperature comes above 30 degrees, and it maintains the floor space at a constant 34.5 degrees. Our focus is on sustainability. We make buildings that are more sustainable than the industry. We want to make buildings that consume lesser energy. The performance of any building that comes out of our office is going to be better than what is produced by the industry as an average. KLJ House is a grade A office building. It has 60,000 square feet of usable area, 2 basements for parking. The critical aspect of this building is that it's about 5,000 square meters of surface area, and that needed to be dealt with very consciously. A lot of times there is a pressure on the developer to underspec the glass facade, and in this case we made an active effort to demonstrate the benefits of a high performance glass facade. So the entire glazing is double in the sense that there are 2 panes of glass which act as an insulation for the building. When I entered college, there was a very strong sense of design education, which was modernism, which was the legacy of post-independence in India. Now when I teach in college, the strength of that legacy has been eroded. And so it is up to us as industry leaders, as design leaders, to have a strong sense of conviction about what it is that we are teaching. So if architects are obsessed about imagery, then that's not going to get us anywhere. What we need right now is to make buildings more energy efficient, more sustainable. And if we can pass that culture on to the future, that would be great. The urban loop, it's in Gurgaon. It's about 60,000 square feet of floor space. The interesting thing about this building is that even though it has a very large floor plate, it has only 4 columns in the middle. A lot of flexibility when it came to layout. We also developed a curved aluminium facade to sort of break the pattern of the straight buildings that are on the street and also create a permanent finish to the building. What I would like to see is an industry that is far better informed by other practices. So we have a strong architectural industry, we need a much stronger services industry, and of course a more professional construction industry. It's an honor to be on the list for Forbes India. I see it as a recognition of all the hard work that I've put in over the last 20 years in this practice, but I also see it as a stepping stone for being a more responsible leader in the industry.